Inflation's real. Prices are starting to go up. You see it with gas. You see it with food. Are you going to start seeing with sports cards? People pull out of the stock market and go into alternative investments? Or are the sports cards going to tank in pricing along with everything else? Interesting time. We're going to look at some strategies to help mitigate the risks in this episode of DIY Sports Cards. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of DIY Sports Cards, a production of IconicTradingCards.com. This is a place where we take a deep dive into the buying and selling of sports cards for collectors and investors alike. I'm Ramon, the founder of this channel. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're all having a good weekend. For me, Atlanta. Got the hot Atlanta. It's like 150 degrees here, Fahrenheit. And quite honestly, I'm just melting. It's a hot one. You know what else is melting? That's the U.S. economy. Things are getting expensive. Gas is expensive. Food is expensive. The quality of life is expensive overall. That sucks. Anyways, so what does this mean for us? In the sports card business, we have seen in the past couple of years people utilize this industry as not an alternative form of investing, but a primary form. Treating it like it's a stock market. Buying, selling, flipping. Seeing what you could do. They use the word investing like these are Apple stocks, like you bought into Berkshire Hathaway. I know that's not necessarily the norm or what it should be, but that's really what's happened. So as a result, it is possible that you're going to see some panic sell-offs in this industry in the very near future. And it looks like things may have started already. People are starting to get nervous. Today, I want to talk to you about 3 strategies that I have still been using to make the best buying decisions possible and help mitigate some of the risks and headwinds that we may see in the sports card market. Let's take a look at these. Before I go through the first strategy, I want to talk to you about a myth that I see. You see, I'm looking at as an example, I'm looking at the 2017 Patrick Mahomes rookie Prism card in a base of 10. Believe it or not, I don't have one. I'm a huge Mahomes fan. I'm a big Chiefs fan. But I don't have a rookie Prism Mahomes in my collection. Well, looking at the charts, now if I pull up Card Ladder, like I'm showing you here, Card Ladder is suggesting at the beginning of the year, this card was selling around $6,000 to $8,000 each. Now if you fast forward to the month of June, you'll find that this card is actually selling below $4,000 with a couple of instances of sales below $3,500. Folks, is this recession or is this a combination of economic turmoil coupled with the fact that Mahomes looked very ugly in the second half of the AFC title game, the fact that they lost Tyreek Hill, the fact that Tyreek Hill is now out there in the press saying how he was misused in the Chiefs offense and that they should have used him a lot more. So you see this chart, it gets to my first myth. If you knew none of that information about Patrick Mahomes, the myth that would come out of here is people would look at this chart and say, wow, this price can't go any lower. Actually, the card can go lower, and it takes me to my strategy number 1. And that is, go with what you know. You have the circle of knowledge. There are certain cards or players of cards or teams or eras, whatever, that you know very, very well. In a time of economic turmoil, yes, I've said that again, where you have uncertainty. You don't know where things are going to go, but the signs out there say that things are looking bad. It really forces you to take less risks and focus more on the elements that you know. For me, it's all about Mahomes, George Brett, the entire vintage era. I know about Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, Ted Williams. I've studied these cards for a long time, except for Mahomes, of course. I know how these cards move. And I know what each card grade prices out at certain points. So if I see a buy-in opportunity that's below those price points, I know to jump in. Bottom line is, you've got to stick to what you know. That mitigates your risk of really failing and losing out too much in this marketplace. And you might even show some gains. We'll see what happens. Strategy number 2, patience. Patience is something that this industry has not experienced over the last couple of years, especially since the pandemic. People have been buying, flipping, really taking advantage of the easy money. So the element of being patient in this industry, let me phrase that, the element of being patient in this hobby has gone out the window. People were, dare I say for better choice of words, recklessly buying. Look, in today's economy, the days of easy money, they're long gone. In fact, it's going to be a long, long time before that comes back again. And if history has to repeat itself, does it really take another pandemic before that's going to happen? Who knows? But as such, having patience right now will enable you to ensure that you buy cards at the price point that you're looking for. Remember, folks, this isn't about selling cards. This is about buying. Because in uncertainty, this is the best time for you to really buy in on some of the items that you may have previously found unattainable. Interesting information. For me, I'm looking at that Prism Base 10 Mahomes. It's currently selling at $3,500. I'm not going to buy at $3,500. That's not the price point for me. For me, I'm waiting until that card drops down to possibly under $2,000. With all the headwinds and all the negative press that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense has been seeing these days, it's worth possibly waiting another month or two. The worst that happens is the price turns around and starts going back up to the $8,000 point, and I never buy in. I can live with that. But I think there's a realistic chance that that card's going to continue to drop. We just need people to start selling off all the shill bidding from the past. Those buyers may just be looking to cut their losses and hope for the best. I think that's still coming. So I'm going to hold out and wait. Strategy number 3. This one's probably going to be unpopular, but I'm going to say it anyways. Eliminate some of the subscriptions that you got. For me, I got rid of market movers. It doesn't really serve a purpose to me when my focus is going to be on entry points to buy the next card, patience, and sticking to what I know. Market movers does not give me very good data on vintage. It's just how it is. It's kind of weak, to be honest. Your goal is to buy in to cards that you want at the lowest possible entry point. That, in the simplest terms, that's what you're trying to do. You don't need to make it scientific. You don't need to overthink it. If you know what the current, eBay history will tell you how cards are selling over the last 90 days, that is more than enough information for you to determine where you want to enter on those cards. And most importantly, I'll say it again. If you were to ask me which of those 3 strategies are the most important, by far, go with patience. Don't need to rush into a transaction. Sometimes the best deal is the one you don't make. I truly believe that. I'll make some deals in the next 2 to 3 months, but I'm not going to go rush to buy that next 1963 Mickey Mantle, and I'm definitely not going to rush to buy that Prism rookie Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to wait to get my price before I pull that trigger. I think it's going to happen. Anyhow, have a great week, everyone. Stay safe, be healthy, and above all, hang in there. We'll see you all at the next video. Peace out.